everybody's joining me today. Stop breathing. Stop breathing because I don't want you to be breathing manually. I mean, automatically. I want you to breathe manually with me. This is a safe space. We're going to zen at each other together. We're all going to get calm. Okay? Together. You don't have to touch me. Okay, I want you to close all your eyes. Close your eyes with me. You too, audience. I really want you to do this. Breathe in with me. Okay, ready? The count of 3. 1, 2. Hold it. Hold it. 1, 2, out. One more with me. In. Hold it. Out. Now keep your eyes closed. Keep breathing however it makes you feel comfortable. Keep making that noise too. Keep breathing however you feel is comfortable for you. You are... Imagine in your mind's eye, ahead of you, you open your eyes, but not in real life, just in your mind's eye. Your eyes are open, and before you see a glorious mountain range, a mountainous region extending all the way to the horizon. Wispy clouds spiraling around the peaks. In the valleys, there are lush forests and grasses. Several flocks of birds jumped up by some manner of spook on the ground. But you're far away from all that. You're safe. You're up here with us. You look down, and you're standing on some sort of rocky outcropping. So that's when you realize behind you...
Brendan Fraser? Was it the Fraser?
I don't think it was. Behind you, falling down, is a cliff face. Your back is to the cliff face. But you look to your right, and there on your right is the ancient city of Machu Picchu.
Machu Picchu.
But it's not ancient. The stonework, it's not decorated. There's alleyways and streets, they're filled with people. The Incans. You go over to the Incans. Open your eyes in real life. Tell me their secrets.
You bastard.
Tell me the secrets of the Incans.
The Incans are secret?
What do they know? Welcome to In the Buff.
There was like this whole 3-month period where every time I left Discord, you'd be like, "All right, Chris, this is what I want you to do. I want you
to dream about the Incans.
All right,
you're at Machu Picchu."
And you've got... This was like 2 years ago that you stopped doing this, and you've brought it all the way back.
Tell me what you dreamed tonight, listener. If you dream about the Incans, tell me their secrets. Tell me what they know. And we need to out them for it. They need to get fucking canceled.
They've had it too good for too long.
Me too, Incans.
Gonna be honest, I have so much brain rot that I could hold any of that in my head.
Right.
Honestly, I wasn't even paying attention to anything you were saying. I was just trying to think about breathing.
I'm glad you did. It was good.
Could you imagine if I stopped thinking about breathing? I'd suffocate.
Interesting. Yeah. I hadn't considered it. I don't have to think about breathing.
You're going to have to start thinking about breathing, Cody.
You are now manually breathing. If you're listening to this, you're manually breathing.
Are you still breathing?
I am.
Okay.
See,
I can tell. You can hear it.
Dude, that was talented.
He's
you
pushing,
stretched it out a lot.
He's pushing
it felt
20,
painful at
so
the
he's
end.
going to have to start
I've been practicing.
thinking about breathing. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
What?
Well, here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are. We're on the other side of that glorious ASMR intro. I'm curious how that'll sound. I think I sound really throaty. I could personally listen to me talk all the time.
All I know is, after everybody's out of here, I'm taking 10 minutes to myself, thinking about your voice.
Not the Incans. You didn't really pay attention to the Incans thing?
What Incans thing?
Yeah.
If you want, I can leave you a file of the audio for that 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
Cool.
Thank you.
We should branch out.
We should pivot into like meditation
tapes.
What just happened to your voice there, Chris?
You
Did
sound like
anybody
Kermit.
else catch that?
Sounds like Kermit.
What the hell did you just do?
So every once in a while, my body malfunctions and I get a bubble like stuck in my lungs,
Ugh.
and then I sound like that.
You disgust me.
Every once in a while, I do this weird reverse hiccup thing.
Can we kick him out of the podcast? God,
Well, I mean, he didn't even participate last time,
he
really.
barely participates in that.
We were
Look
like,
at
Chris, are you still awake? And he's like,
You just made the same joke.
him. Hell yeah.
Just like all those games of Civ 5.
Civ 5 was a good game to fall asleep to.
I disagree. It was a bad game for you motherfuckers to fall asleep to. I was just sitting there playing it, and I'm like, Chris, next turn.
Just hit the
I
hit
had
the
like
button.
I had like 2 blankets under me because I didn't have a bed, and 1 blanket on top of me, and my laptop next to me, and I was out.
Did you used to play Civ 5 like at the bus station? Like, what the hell is
No,
this?
I'd be at home.
he was sleeping
I,
at the
I,
bus station.
hold on. I didn't have a bed or a mattress. I had a room in a house.
Wow.
Wow, he, who did
Then
he
why,
turn into?
then why were you playing at
I
the
have
bus
a
station?
room in
Yeah.
the house.
No, I didn't. But now I can't help but hear it. Now I can't help but that you were doing a Christopher Walken impression. Man, the Super Bowl, huh?
I was just about to segue into that.
There was a Christopher Walken commercial there.
Everybody was just making his voice. He was like, thanks.
Would you be upset?
If somebody was making an impression of me
I
Yeah.
think
and
it
doing
would-
it bad,
I think it would get old fast.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
I don't even. I can't. You guys just don't have distinctive enough voices. I can kind of do an impression of you, Chris, but it's just your mannerisms.
Right.
Like I can make noise because that's what you do. You know, you're just constantly
I
making
can
noise.
do an impression of him eating.
Yeah.
While I eat.
Yeah. Man, you're a powerful eater. Can you guys do impressions of each other, you think, or even me?
Probably not.
I don't even know how to do it.
No, I don't think I
Just say some inflammatory shit.
well,
Come.
well, I was about to
What?
just like start breathing heavy and be like, "This is John."
Damn.
You do breathe pretty heavy.
I can't control it.
You just need to breathe manually and then breathe light.
Oh, I have.
You also do this a lot, where you clear your throat.
So, fun fact. I think whenever I'm doing that, it's because I've been so self-conscious about breathing heavy that I just hold my breath. It happens a lot during the podcast. When we're all recording in a separate place, it's every time I'm like, one headphone ear off, and I am just solely focused on listening to myself breathe. And then somebody was like, "What are your thoughts on that, John?" And I'm like, great way to stay in shape.
You know, I like unironically, that's why I breathe as quietly as I do. Because when I was a kid, I think I have some sort of undiagnosed obsessive thing where
Right.
I like, especially with noises, I just like fixate on a noise. And I promise, I didn't even breathe particularly loud. I just seriously got sick of hearing. And so I'm just like, no, I don't want this anymore. And that's partly why a fan is always on in my room, even when it's
Really?
so fucking cold. Yeah, because I just can't. It has to drown out everything else. I can't, like, my, what do you call it? The thing that gets cable?
Cable?
The cable
Box.
box.
The cable box. The cable box, like, makes like a... You can't. I can't abide
What
it.
if it's communicating to you?
Go fuck yourself, cable box.
Wait, hold on. So this is why you like winter so much.
What,
There's
why?
no crickets.
I mean, fuck yeah, of course. What is there to like about the summer? Tell me.
Warm?
What's so great about that? If I'm cold, I can put on more clothes. If I'm too hot, there isn't
Okay.
dick I can do.
I can play basketball down the street.
I can play basketball in the cold.
Yeah.
I like being in a bikini.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
2-piece?
Of course.
No, One Piece. The One Piece is real.
His 1-piece is really, you know what I'm saying?
I don't.
Neither do I.
I don't know what you're saying. What was I saying before? We should branch out. Like, he starts doing this painting thing.
Right.
I really think you should do a painting stream.
We just talked about, I think, the main reason why I shouldn't.
The breathing.
Yeah.
I think people will get over
Because
it.
I'm concentrated when I'm painting.
Well, then you don't need a microphone. You just need the camera.
Yeah, but
We
then,
could just have like
then I'm not
Beethoven play.
paying attention to the audience. Or I can't really interact with the audience.
Like we interact.
Okay.
With them
Push to
for you.
talk.
Oh,
Push to
yeah.
talk.
Ah.
When did they make that? Is it new?
Yesterday. I think.
Yesterday. Incredible timing.
Holy shit, dude.
They came out with Push to Talk yesterday.
Revolutionary.
Wow.
I always just, whenever I was taking a
If
shit
anyone
on
says fucking otherwise, that's a Mandela effect.
Oh, okay.
It's like a whole new internet.
Anyway, like we should really branch out. We've said before
Mhm.
how we kind of want to throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. We should just branch out. Like
I was.
I do ASMR, you know.
Right.
I was no joke about to start streaming today,
Yeah.
but I got back from the store a little too late,
Mm.
and I didn't. I was gonna stream Apex Legends because the new season just started.
Nice.
I never played it.
Do you
It's fun.
play it regularly?
Not regularly. I haven't played since season 1.
Okay.
It's a battle royale.
Yeah,
I suck
but they
at those.
do like team deathmatch now and other objective based stuff.
Is it cross-platform?
I don't know.
I think it is.
I play.
I'm pretty
I
sure it
play
is.
not battle royale with you.
Because it's free.
Are you
Mhm.
usually free on Sundays?
I'm usually free every day, except when I'm not.
It's America. Jackass.
That's a good point.
Then I would like make a post, do a tweet, say, "Hey, I'm gonna stream tomorrow."
How do we get people to follow us?
We don't do
Offers
any
of-
calls to action
Right.
in our stuff. We never say, "Hey, subscribe to this,
Yeah,
like the video." And I think it's just because we feel like we're above that. We're a little
Yeah.
too cool for school.
Right.
Did you know
We
the
need to stop
subscribe?
being above that.
Did you know that
Yeah.
the subscribe button gets like a little rainbow effect around it when you say subscribe to
I-
make sure
I don't-
like
The like button has a little animation.
oh, it does too. So the fact that I'm saying subscribe so many times is making the subscribe button really just like
I
cause
can't wait.
seizures.
I can't wait to see it not do shit.
The like button, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I know he's trying to do a thing. I'm not entertaining it. But I know the like button has one because I only ever like our videos, and I see it every time we like our videos. I like our videos.
No, not like when you hit it. When the person says it in the video.
Wait, is that actually real?
Yes.
I don't believe it.
I've never seen that.
I don't.
Show
believe
me
it.
the evidence.
Show
What are
me
you
the
ta-
evidence. The evidence.
Someone in a video will be like, click the subscribe button. And then the UI of YouTube will cause a light to appear on their subscribe button.
I'm going to keep saying subscribe, and you're going to keep saying it throughout this, and we're going to find out what happens.
Right.
We literally have said it enough times.
Subscribe. But if you're doing the stream thing with the painting, top left are links. Just they're
Yeah,
the
oh,
whole
absolutely.
time.
Mm.
Because you're just painting, and they're like, look at that. Because I don't know, what face do you make when you're watching a man fucking paint something?
You could put a more interesting. You could put.
It doesn't matter what the watcher is, what their face is. They're not on camera.
I know. I'm doing an impression of the watcher going into the top left, being like, links.
Can I get a picture of this?
No.
What if we had a more entertaining, smaller video play while you're painting?
Oh,
stream?
that's interesting.
Ooh,
Right.
Zoomers would love that shit.
Yeah.
Get like a TikTok feed.
Yeah.
There was a RuneScape dude that was streaming on Twitch, and he put a command in his stream that you hit /change whatever, and it would go to the screen of his alt account that he was also doing the same exact thing on. So
Whoa.
I'm like, why the fuck?
Isn't that seems kind of skeevy?
It didn't make any sense to me.
What benefit is there?
Yeah, like, okay, I'm fishing on my main account. You want to see me fish in the exact same location on my alt?
Oh,
Maybe.
I see. I see what's happening. Okay, I just assumed when you said the same thing, it was the same, like the same exact stream was happening.
Basically,
Functionally, it
it's just a
was,
different
but it
character.
was a different account. Okay.
God, who would want to watch people play RuneScape?
Could we see the viewer numbers on that? Viewer numbers on a Twitch live stream of RuneScape right now? Oh.
John?
What's wrong with that?
It's just lame.
You're wrong! You're wrong!
Yeah.
You're upvoted.
Old school RuneScape is the greatest thing that's happened since Chris painted his fucking nail.
Is that true? You
That's
painted
what
your
I've
nail?
heard. Yes.
We're just gonna act like we have been hanging out for
Yeah.
hours prior to recording.
Well, that's because I pulled all the other ones out.
We had a lengthy conversation about nails the
Gross.
other day and what is a nail and what is a claw, and you were very wrong, Chris. You were very wrong.
I know
about
it when
that.
I see it.
It's like porn.
Yeah.
You can't say that on YouTube. You can't.
No, you
can't
gotta
say
cut that.
pedophile. Can't say porn. Can't say suicide. Can't say murder.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. You can say subscribe all you want.
Let's see. I don't think I was privy to this conversation, but the difference between a nail and a claw is nails are on the anterior surface of your. Actually, they're on the posterior surface of your hands,
Yeah, there you go.
and claws are distal.
What the fuck are those words you just used?
No, there really is no difference.
Oh,
They're interchangeable, but it's just that's the thing. No one ever uses the word claw to describe an animal or claw to describe a human,
mhm.
or a nail to describe an animal or claw to describe a human. Yet we have claws. They have nails. It's all the same. The main difference from what I looked up was just context. You don't call a tiger's nail. You know, nail is also a character that Piccolo syncs with.
Yep. Nail is also
Nail.
one of the heralds in
Yeah.
Stormlight Archive.
Hell yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Just come out already next book.
Yep.
I barely waited.
And Pip is a small angel boy in a Nintendo title.
And
That's Pit. You're thinking of Pit.
Fuck.
I haven't even played the game.
Pip is a small fairy child from that one dumb Shakespeare play.
Right. Midsummer Night's
Isn't that
Dream?
Puck?
That's Puck.
That's Puck.
Fuck.
Yep.
Why do I know all this shit, guys? I haven't absorbed any of this media.
Well, then who's Pip?
Pit,
Like a
is
Pip boy?
short for Pippin.
like Scotty
the guy
Pippen.
who played
Right.
with
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Is it a Pip boy?
Pip
Oh.
from...
God damn it.
Fallout?
Is it a Pit boy?
Is it...
From Fallout.
I think it is.
Why does that sound wrong?
Because Chris said it.
Pit boy. That doesn't sound right to
That
me.
sounds right to me.
Pope? Young Pope.
Pep boy? Prep?
No, it's
Pop.
not a pet boy.
It is Pip Boy. PIP.
That sounds
boy.
incorrect.
Go fuck yourself.
No, I don't think you're wrong. I think the system's wrong.
Oh, okay.
Fallout
It's
is incorrect.
institutional.
Yeah.
And a pipe boy is Mario.
No.
Okay.
Pipe Boy spends a lot of time with a priest. Know what I'm
No,
saying?
no. Pipe boy is that bomb you throw.
Oh.
That's a pipe bomb.
Oh,
Like,
why
what-
did I mix that up?
Oh my god, you guys. Can we not?
Wait, what about an Irish car bomb?
You don't throw those.
You drink those.
Oh.
Why is it called a car bomb?
Because that's what happens after you drive. After drinking it.
You drink and drive and you
car
crash your car.
explodes?
In Ireland.
This
Yeah.
has been
Holy
a PSA.
shit. Chris,
Subscribe.
I found possibly the freest way for us to go to Ireland.
Yeah?
I was
Get
listening.
into a drunk driving accident.
I was unironically listening to this guy complain about this exact thing about podcasts. How I wish they'd just get to the fucking point.
What is wait,
Spoiler alert.
What
Jokes
is
on them.
What's the point of our
We don't have a point.
There is
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
I thought our point was corners.
What is this? What am I
no
hoping?
point. No. That's we're phasing that out. Actually.
Allegedly phasing it
Allegedly.
out. Here's the thing. We saw this coming.
No,
Well, Cody's not going to have a quarter.
you said allegedly. That's 2 capital L's if you have it all in a capital.
If you capitalize them, yes, there are 2 capital
a
L's.
capital
There's
L-
actually 3 L's in
A
allegedly,
capital L. We'll get there.
A capital L.
A capital L has a quarter.
Ah!
Yeah.
Did you know
And you
that?
said there's 3, right?
Did you
So
know?
that means there's at least
one for
3
each of
quarters.
you guys.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll give mine to Cody.
Did you know that in Spanish there is a different word for inner corners and outer corners?
What are they?
I don't know. Spanish.
But that's what I wanted to talk about
What?
for my quarter.
A great interjection there, Chris.
But an
Classic Chris.
L, but an L has both.
I don't know.
Honestly, hold on. This is an improvement.
I'm going to blow your mind in a second. All corners are inner and outer. If there's a corner, it means there's an outer corner as well as an inner one.
I
I don't want to upset you.
But like a piece of paper, there's no inner corner.
Yeah, there is.
On the paper. On the paper.
Right.
it's
There's
for-
4 of them on the
Right.
paper.
Right.
Okay.
Hey, I gotta say though, this is an improvement for Chris because he would have completely just. He would have made something up.
You can barely get through the sentence.
He would have made something up. Okay, he would have kept going.
He would have sheathed the hell out of this.
He would not have stopped and been like, "Well, I don't know what the word is." No, he would have been like, "Sarcophagy."
What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh, that's not how you pronounce that word. I don't have a
Are
corner.
there L's in that?
I don't have a corner. I'd rather just sit in silence than bring a corner
Oh, okay.
Right.
when it's not
How do
my
you feel
corner.
about that, Cody?
You know, that's fine. If that's it kind of proves my point that corners are a fundamentally flawed system of conversation.
No, when it's
Right.
not my corner, I'd rather say. I love to talk about my corner when it's my
Yeah.
corner.
What is your upcoming corner?
So I went to Loveland today.
Did you?
Yes. You might know it for being the
Frog people.
yes, the Loveland Frogman. Also, it is like Valentine's Day is very important to Loveland.
Is it because it's called Love Land?
Yes. In
Is
fact,
Is that even? Are you not even joking there?
I'm not even joking.
They're like serious
Like-
about Valentine's Day.
Like the streets were decorated for Valentine's Day.
I mean, is
Uh,
that not abnormal? Is that abnormal?
That's kind of abnormal.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't get around.
They have
I
a
don't get around.
gazebo that is like in town that has like hearts built into it and everything.
I'm gonna
Um,
throw up.
The Simpsons Moe's pop-up bar that I went to was all
You went to a
Valentine's.
Simpsons themed bar?
It's a pop-up bar.
What does that mean?
What is a
It
pop
just
Like
showed-
a pop up book?
It showed up for a week and
Is
it will
it-
be gone by tomorrow.
Is it,
By the time
wait,
the podcast.
is it like Mirage Island Pokemon Emerald?
Yes.
Where it just shows up randomly every once in a
Yeah.
while and disappears, and I never knew what
But
fucking
it's-
day it'd be there.
But it's Simpsons themed and for grown-ups.
Pokemon's for grown ups.
And it was Valentine's Day
You gonna say
themed
RuneScape's not
because
for
like
grown-ups either?
they had a
Fuck
they
you.
had a big like I choose you.
Oh, like
the
Ralph
card,
said that.
yeah,
Ralph said that in the show.
If I get into my coat, actually,
He's getting there.
if I get into my coat,
Is that a
Hold on.
Pokemon reference?
Lift up
What?
your leg.
I choose you.
No. Ralph from The Simpsons gave Lisa
I
a
even
card.
got a patch.
Yeah, they gave her that card from
Yeah.
The Simpsons.
And then Ralph is like, "You choose me," and then he falls in love with her. And I even have a shirt from the event.
What does it have to do with trains?
It's like
It's
it's
choo-choo.
a Valentine's Day pun.
It's just
Yeah.
a pun.
Right.
The train is just in service of the pun.
Yes.
How much did that cost?
It was free with the ticket.
And the
The-
ticket.
The shirt was also free with the ticket.
Okay, that's a deal, dude.
Yeah.
The ticket was $57.
35.
That's pretty steep. I don't know about that.
I also
you had
got
to pay.
food.
You had to pay for drinks, though, right?
I got a non-alcoholic drink and food with my ticket, but I had to pay for
That's not bad.
and I spent $9 on alcohol.
That's
Can
it?
we see the shirt?
Wow,
I know,
yeah.
right?
One drink?
No, I didn't bring it with me. I left it at home.
You, God damn it.
I was going to put it on real quick, but I was like,
You left it at home?
but I left it at home.
Yeah, he already
Um,
said that.
Anyway.
Subscribe.
So me and my buddies went to that. We were making jokes the whole time
And
about
Nail is looking
The
you right in the
Simpsons.
face.
Shut up! Stop looking at it. And then we were like, "Well, we're already in Loveland. Let's go tour the castle." And I was like, "What is this
Is it a
castle?"
fucking castle?
So pretty much,
Is it Coral?
Was it a Mario
No.
pop-up castle?
Coral Castle's in Florida, I think.
no. This was Chateau La Roche.
There's some famous castle in America called Coral Castle, and I didn't think it was that one,
No,
but I
no,
don't
no,
know.
no,
Can you imagine if there was like a Bowser pop-up castle? It just kind of showed up randomly. But like when we were little kids and like, you know, like the only game you could play was Super Mario.
No, this isn't a pop-up castle. The castle stays there, John.
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is Like, you got that one kid that believes, like, Mario's real. So, like
Like that
all
one
those
kid believed
castles that
he-
pop up.
He had 2 fucking Gundams in his backyard.
Continue.
Oh wow, that shut John up pretty quick. Did you have the Gundams in your backyard, John?
Did you lie to us and it was actually you telling other
It did
kids?
seem like a really specific story.
Right.
He's having trouble maintaining eye contact.
What?
Anyway, so there was this World War I vet
Who got through the sentence?
who I don't know where he got all his money from. But
war.
he had well, the GI Bill wasn't in effect until World War II, so I don't think he got paid a lot
Loot.
being a soldier. Fair. Maybe half the Smithsonian one was because of him.
Hmm.
Anyway.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
You know, it also went over my head. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I'm saying museums
That's great.
steal
Continue.
all their art.
Dude, speaking of the Smithsonian, did you remember when they like destroyed all of those fossils because they didn't line up with the idea of
I remember them saying that.
yeah,
Somebody saying that. I think it was a satire news website
probably
that said it.
almost
Like The
certainly
Onion?
was.
Mm-hmm.
It almost certainly
Or Fox?
was. Very good.
They're not a newspaper, but
The Fox newspaper. Can you imagine a newspaper just yelling at you, yelling propaganda at you? That's what they should do. They should just start a newspaper that's all in capitals.
Ooh.
and it's just Fox noises.
That's so many corners.
Well, okay, I didn't even go that far, but now I understand why you made those horrible noises.
Yeah,
That's-
Right.
that's what the Fox says.
Wolf Blitzer is on Fox, isn't he?
No, he's
No,
not.
He's not. He's not a real person either.
He's fake.
He's a character.
Oh,
character.
who is he played by?
I don't know his name.
So, the Little Miami goes through Dayton and goes all the way down until it hits the Ohio River.
Okay.
Right. So it goes through Loveland. Because Loveland is near Cincinnati. So this dude bought some land right next to the river. And he's like,
Did he live in a van?
no,
Damn.
he lived in the castle.
He lived on the land.
Well, he didn't live in the castle yet.
No, well, yeah. He lived in the castle for the last 26 years of his life.
Did he live in a caravan?
No. Caravans don't exist.
Can we just get through the story?
please?
Can we just get through this shitty story I don't give a fuck about?
Yeah. If you would stop interrupting.
I haven't interrupted once.
Fucking liar. So pretty much he told a bunch of kids in his Sunday school, like, hey, you know what? America is religiously destitute.
I've heard that.
And since he was a huge fan of knightly chivalry, and he studied like castle design in France after the war, he was like, let's make a knightly order and let's build a castle. And so this is like a recreation of a Norman style castle, which were being made in the 900s. And he just grabbed river rocks out of the Miami right there and bring them up.
Oh
stacked
yes, it's a real shitty looking castle.
It's cool.
It's
so cool.
I'm gonna quickly break the illusion here and stop pretending like we haven't been hanging out for hours and you haven't already told us this story. But I seem to recall you're leaving out a crucial detail about who was picking up those rocks. This guy was employing little boy labor to pick up those river rocks.
I thought it was little frogs.
The frogs came after the castle.
Well, they're like early on, but they grew up
With the
and then helped
rocks?
him still.
So, Jesus fucking Christ!
Sorry, you said the frogs came after the castle, and I just imagine like frogs in little night suits.
Oh, that's
trying to storm
cute.
the
Like
castle.
Sir Frog
That's cute.
from that one game everybody likes. Continue,
I don't know
Chris.
what the shit he's talking about, but for Sir Frog.
I feel like every time we do a podcast, Cody has another reason to stop doing the channel.
Yeah.
He's the one who edits most of the time.
Okay. That was me.
That was you.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Chris.
I've been to Loveland once. Didn't see the castle. Played music there, then left. Didn't
No
see
castle,
it.
no frogs?
No frogs.
What about the
Not even a
pop-up
normal
bar?
frog. Nope. I
Mhm.
was like 16 at the time.
Sounds like you're really missing out.
I guess. I was also out of season because there wasn't Love Land. It seems to be the land of love. Valentine's Day. This was like during October.
Well, what are you doing with your voice now?
October.
You know,
You're doing
Ohio's
something.
for
You-
love.
you're
I'm always doing something with my voice. That's what I do. I'm a performer. Cody, how about you stop analyzing the love? Jesus.
Every little Loveland thing about him.
Here's my corner. I think that it's pretty funny what's going on with superhero movies nowadays, huh?
Yeah.
Right.
I was talking to you guys earlier about how I would love that if we're living in my version of the darkest timeline is, and I think that's what it's happening. I really hope this happens just because of how funny it'll be. Marvel's cinematic universe, the one that nobody seems to give a fuck about anymore because all the movies suck dick, collapses under the weight of its own hubris. And then from the ashes of this collapse, the James Gunn DC universe erupts and is actually okay. I would love if it were just like, all right. Wouldn't that be funny?
What if every movie beats the next?
I mean, I would.
That'd be
I
blast.
want good movies, but the thing is, how I really don't give a shit. But for the people who do, how can you not be confused? What is happening? Is Blue Beetle in the DC universe?
Is Aquaman?
Jason Momoa is, but apparently he's playing a character named Lobo.
He's Lobo?
I don't know who the shit Lobo is.
So Lobo
You
is
would
this...
fucking know who Lobo is.
Cheese me up.
So Lobo is like this weird mercenary alien guy, and he goes around and he fucks with everybody. That's his whole thing. And I love him.
You
Do you love him or do you love Jason Momoa? Be honest.
No, I like him. He's like a...
You seem like the kind of guy who wants to get a picture with Jason Momoa with his shirt off.
He's a guy from he's the weird little like gremlin guy from another dimension, and you have to say his name backwards to send him back there. And one of them follows Batman around, one of them follows Superman around. But that doesn't matter.
DC was just faulted from the start.
Lobo came out in the 80s, and he's kind of like if Kiss was on motorcycles.
They are often, I think.
Oh, okay.
Usually on stage, I thought. Aren't they a band?
Oh, that's right. They're not a biker
Well,
gang.
Kiss is an action that you perform.
Oh, God dang it. I can't abide this. This circular logic.
The problem is, and I just realized it right now, is I made a little yes and there
Yeah.
in our classic style
Right.
of wait, I thought.
Yeah.
And then we went back and forth, had a little bit of a rapport, had a little bit of a laugh,
Right.
and then we continued. And then Chris did a very similar thing, not inferior to what I did, but we just wrote it off.
Right.
Right.
And it made me feel a little guilty and a little bad. And I'm sorry, I'm a little tired right now. Maybe I'm not on my A game. You guys are going to have to step up.
Uh-oh.
But I'm sorry, Chris, for everything.
I've exhausted all of my energy in the first half an hour.
Ah.
It's been half an hour.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
But anyway, it's just really fun to me that I don't know what the shit's going on.
Isn't Jason Momoa going to be Kraven in the Sony
he?
Spider-Man verse?
I think so, yeah.
He's getting around.
Is he hunting
Is the
Madam Web?
Sony...
Who's he hunting?
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man's not
Is the-
fucking there.
Andrew Garfield.
Oh, are they going to
I
start
think it's
reusing
gonna
Andrew
be him.
Garfield?
I think it's gonna be him.
Oh, but they don't have the rights. They don't have the rights,
What
John.
do you mean?
To use Spider-Man.
Why not?
They sold them to Marvel, or maybe they didn't.
No, they were just renting it out.
Can you
They
rent
were
out
renting him like a
rights?
hoe.
Well, I know Disney was like, "Hey, you're gonna sell it to us."
And they were like, no. And they're like, all right, well, let us do 3 movies with them. And they're like, okay. And then they got 3 movies with them. And then he's like, we want to do 3 more. And they're like, give us more money.
like, part of me, non-ironically, is starting to believe in this idea that Sony keeps cranking out shitty Spider-Man movies because of that fake joke conspiracy we came up with a while ago.
Oh, the tanking their own
Yeah.
properties.
Like, hey, if you don't buy us for $1 trillion, Disney, we're gonna keep making shitty Spider-Man movies and ruin your
I mean,
property.
it worked for Fox. They got bought by
I-
Disney.
I honestly think that might be what's happening with Madam Web.
Yeah,
How do
it
they
feels like a
survive
joke.
Madam Web?
Or, what's up?
How do they survive Madam Web?
Or, the other thing is completely negated. We completely ignore what you just said. Or, they're like, these stupid fucking nerds will watch anything.
Yeah.
We get a $50 billion budget, 25 nerds will, because they love Madam Web from the comics, we'll go see it 20 times. We make our money back, even though it's god awful. With all due respect, I haven't seen Madam Web. I've only
Neither
heard
have I.
reviews. So I can't tell you definitively if it is bad. Maybe that should be where we branch out to. We review movies that we've never watched.
Do you know how her mom died?
In
She
the
was
Amazon.
in the Amazon studying spiders.
With that other guy.
Right before she died.
So, I'm... I'm always one for accurate movie trivia, and I have been spreading misinformation on this channel.
That's very good.
Jason Momoa is not in the new Craven. Craven is being played by Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Oh, okay. All right. ATJ. Okay.
And Russell Crowe is his dad. Or maybe
Okay.
he isn't. He's in some sort of role.
I thought Russell.
In fact, he's not credited with any character on the IMDb
Wait, hold on.
page.
Did I forget who Russell Crowe is?
Gladiator.
Robin Hood.
Okay.
Javert.
Okay.
Keep it going, keep it going. Who else do we got?
Because I thought Russ.
Oh wait, I've got the IMDb
thought-
page open up right
I
here.
thought Russell Crowe was Peter Quill's.
No.
That's
Kurt
That's
Russell.
Kurt Russell.
That Kurt's-
Very similar names.
Okay.
Very similar
Okay,
names.
that explains that.
John Nash from A Beautiful Mind.
Right.
Bud
Never seen
White from LA Confidential.
Never seen it.
Okay.
Reaper from Land of Bad.
Oh,
Never seen it.
same.
Jake Foley from Poker
he
Face.
said, "Oh."
I've never seen it. Same.
Anyway, the one silver lining to this, it seems, and this is very cynical, but I don't really give a shit. The silver lining to all these movies being this garbage that Disney's cranking out is they seem to be losing money. In their entire filmography last year in 2023, that's like all the Marvel shit, the Indiana Jones,
Mhm.
the Star Wars stuff, the movies at the very least. I don't think there was a Star Wars movie, was there?
I don't think so.
I was thinking about Disney Plus, and I'm curious. I guess everybody, how does it work? Do they just have to split a piece of the pie from the subscriptions? Because they don't advertise
To what?
for like the people making the movie or the show on Disney Plus.
Oh. No.
I don't know.
How does it work? How
I
do they
don't-
get money?
They probably just get paid a budget.
Well, I know like syndication and
No
like,
breathing.
and royalties and viewership. Like certain people on the project get a percentage
Yeah.
of like what is made.
I can't remember the number, but I recently heard the number for the Friends cast every year,
Yeah.
and it made me fucking kill myself. I'm dead. I'm dead now.
Minecraft?
No, in real life.
Wasn't that a big point about the strikes last summer? Was that profit sharing from streaming services?
I don't listen
was-
to people who are more important than me.
The
You think
unions?
writers on
That-
Netflix shows are
You
more
think I'm more
That-
important than anyone?
That tracks.
What?
No, we could. The four of us could write a movie, like a television.
We could
script.
do anything.
We could do a sitcom.
There's just one problem, Chris. I don't know how to write.
There was a
I
time
do
in our
know how to
life.
type, though.
There was a time in our life where, like,
Wait, hold on.
I'm not sure if you were present.
Probably not.
We were just like yes-anding each other, and like, what if we were in a sitcom and this was happening? And like John would be the straight man. John would be like the guy who's like, the things are happening to him, and Chris and I would be like the chaotic, like, Kramers, like, coming into his life. Actually, Chris, you wouldn't be the Kramer. You don't have the energy. You don't have the energy to be the Kramer.
He would be
No.
the George, for sure.
It's unbelievable! That's not even George. That's more of a
Anxious, neurotic,
Jewish,
short.
Polish.
I don't think I can be Jewish.
What? You can be anything, bud.
Aw.
You're circumcised. Regardless, what I was saying is they are losing money. Like, out of all of the films they released last year, the one that was profitable, this is genuine, even Wish and all of those, was Guardians 3.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else lost money. They may have made money from the box office up to their budget, but that doesn't count like advertising and all that shit. And I am glad at least they're not making money, like they're not being rewarded for cranking out these shitty paste bin bullshit.
Quick tangent.
Go for it.
So, 15 years ago, a little up-and-coming director named James Cameron made a movie called Avatar. And
Oh, damn, 15 years ago.
it made...
Was it 15 years ago?
2009.
And it made $1 billion, and then it made a second $1 billion, and it became the most profitable movie of all time. And then it just went away. It had no staying power in the cultural zeitgeist. And then, for 15 years, up-and-coming director James Cameron has been desperately trying to make one sequel. He has like 9 planned.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's just gonna take 15 years to make one movie.
If that's the movie that came out of 15 years of work, buddy.
But the thing is, the first movie, nobody cared about a month later.
Yeah.
15 years go by, nobody cares at all about a sequel at this point. And then it made $1 billion, and then it made a second $1 billion.
Wait, the sequel made that much money?
It is the third most profitable movie of all time.
I have
Oh
not
my
heard
God.
a
Right
single
behind
person talk about it.
Endgame. Right behind
Oh, okay.
it goes Avatar, Endgame, Avatar 2.
Then
I-
Titanic.
Who is watching this movie?
China?
He can't keep getting away. Why does he keep getting away with this?
Well, I got news for you. In about 15 more years.
Avatar 3,
3.
baby. With inflation,
Yeah.
who knows? Who knows what will happen to Avatar 3?
Is it the Way of Air this time?
No.
Okay.
If it is, I'm gonna be mad because they already did the Way of the Air.
With,
They
the,
talked
with the Sky Dragon.
in the yeah, exactly.
Oh.
It better be the Way of the Dirt.
So that we can finally bury this franchise.
Oh, no.
That's so good.
And the way...
The fucking story to that movie was just like, hey, guys, hunting whales, probably shouldn't do that. And I was like, is it 1830? What in the fuck is going
There was
on?
also, like the weird little like sub-story of like this kid was the sergeant's grandkid or something. And then he died, and then like they adopted him or some
So-
stupid thing. I don't know.
Yeah, there was that. It wasn't in the movie. Like that happened. That it wasn't in the first one. I mean,
Yeah,
like it happened off screen,
yeah.
Hmm.
But then there was like a cloning program, so they just brought the fucking sergeant dude
and the
back.
sergeant is now a cloned
I was-
avatar.
I was absolutely blitzed when I watched this movie at my buddy's house, and he passed out
And you're just like,
45 minutes into the movie, and I'm just watching this, and I'm like,
these blue people.
like I
talk?
was watching somebody paint.
Yeah, man. That's how they do it.
That's some pretty water there.
I'd fuck that blue chick.
I'd fuck that water.
Man, speaking of water,
I slurped that shit right up.
I'm sure it's not. This comes off as disingenuous. It's weirdly easy to say that water always looks good in modern video games, and I wonder why it's. And it never really looks the same. I wonder how hard it is to make good looking water.
I'm not sure.
In recent memory, the only game I've played that had genuinely bad-looking water was the first Horizon game.
Really?
Yeah, for some reason it just looked like Jell-O.
Gross.
It was weird. But the water in the second one was goddamn gorgeous. And of course, that's like a key to the exploration of the game. You can dive and shit. And shit. Yeah.
Wow, they really thought of everything.
Yeah.
Do you have to build an outhouse first, or?
There's just
No, you can just
brown
go
mist
anywhere. It's the
coming out of
apocalypse,
character in the
baby.
water.
All right.
You can just go anywhere you want. How long? How long would it take for you to be like, all right, society's broken down. I'm shitting in the street.
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Dude, if I gotta go, bro. Do I got toilet paper?
You're in the... No, you got what you got.
I mean,
Couple hours.
after 10 minutes, yeah, you probably still have toilet paper, John.
I'm asking, okay.
You have
We
the
don't
Lloyd-
know what happened. You
have
know?
the
Yeah,
Lord's
that's a good
toilet
question.
paper.
What
Your hand.
man of... Okay, let's call this...
what world
Okay.
disaster has to happen?
The
where you
dollar...
immediately don't
Let's
have
go
toilet paper?
financial. The dollar no longer
COVID.
holds value.
Mm.
Society is breaking down in America. How long until you shit in the street?
Probably a pretty long time.
You know?
I can time my bowel movements pretty well.
You can.
Yep.
Mm,
If I have to, I don't have to shit for 3-4 days.
Wow.
lucky.
Is that your superpower?
It's
Super
an okay one.
It's not
I'll tell
super,
you, I'll tell
but
you right now. Long ass road trip. I don't have to use the bathroom at all.
good for you.
I think guys are just... Maybe this is sexist to say. I think we're just better at holding it.
Hmm.
Maybe it's something about the pipes, but all I know is my sister can't. My sister is incapable of holding it.
Well, I mean,
I think
you know, you
I
can
think
flex
there's
your
some
pee-pee.
there's definitely some plumbing going on here.
Yeah.
You know, I went to college
Did you?
and you're
Holding it 101.
you actually have 2 sphincters inside of your penis that you can flex to prevent
Hold on.
urine.
Yeah, dude.
One. I'm not finding the second one.
Well, that's interesting. It's very interesting, Scott.
I got them both tight right now.
Because one is made of skeletal muscle and one is made of smooth
What
muscle.
the fuck is skeletal muscle?
You can voluntarily contract it. So
Smooth muscle is what John's brain's made out of.
he actually has no brain. It's all just muscle up
Yeah.
there. Bad move.
No, it's smooth muscle up there. You can't flex your brain.
Subscribe.
Try
You
it.
can
Try
try.
it right now.
You can try. He's passed out.
He's just nose starts
He's
bleeding.
passed out.
Oh man.
I believe your inner urethral sphincter is smooth muscle and your outer urethral sphincter is skeletal muscle.
Here's the thing, Cody. You're starting to sound like you know way too much about a penis.
Interesting.
Mm.
I did study it for a little while.
Haven't we all? I don't know how long I've spent studying
When you
Cody's
hopped
penis.
on-
I didn't answer your hypothetical.
Didn't you?
No.
What was it?
I would probably never not use a bathroom.
Even during the apocalypse?
Yeah. Some things are just too ingrained.
Huh? Wait, you're saying you would never use the bathroom during the apocalypse?
No, I'm saying that I would only use the bathroom.
Would you shit on shit?
Oh, mountains of it.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Even if
shit
I
the
have to
same spot
go
every
back
day.
to a chamber pot. Like, I'm not just gonna shit in the street.
Let's say you were raising kids during this time. Would you try to instill that dignity
Of
into
course. I'm not raising savages.
I just
them?
imagine
It's the apocalypse.
I don't know,
Chris is
man.
the kind of guy who
The strong
his
survive.
kid is going to be on a leash.
Well, we're dead then.
You can have strong children. At least they'll have a chance.
Yeah. I'm a weak man. I'll create a weak scenario, and my children will be strong because of it.
There
What if you
go, that's
just-
positive thinking
Right.
right there?
What if you just mate with a really strong partner?
Serena Williams.
Right.
I also went to
That's a good get if you can,
Oh.
Yeah.
especially in an apocalypse.
She could crush my head between her thighs.
Give her
Absolutely.
a fucking tennis racket, she'll rule the fucking world.
And there's nothing I could do to stop her.
There's nothing I want to do to stop her.
Is it sexist to talk this way?
This is why, like, we're flagged and everything gets demonetized.
Because of me?
Yeah.
No, because it's Serena Williams.
Oh, sorry. We should stop bringing her up.
Is she
then.
working at YouTube?
She's everywhere.
She's a. I don't know if I brought this up on the podcast, but our videos get demonetized every time we upload them. Like, just immediately demonetized, no review, just auto flag.
Better safe than sorry.
And
Oh man.
so we have to do a manual review every time. Sometimes we don't, but sometimes we do. And I like to imagine that there's a guy or girl, or not, neither. It's probably just another computer, actually, at YouTube.
Ha! These guys slap.
Remonetized. I like to imagine there's somebody at YouTube watching our podcast. They're like, this is pretty funny. And we
Yeah.
get new subscribers that way.
That is cute as hell. I
There's
would love
another
that.
robot. The robot that demonetizes us every time goes to its boss about the robot that fucking brings us back.
Dude, we have a whole robot chain of command. Oh my god.
Goes to his fucking robot boss. His robot boss is like, I don't get paid enough for this.
You don't get paid at all.
You are a robot.
Ha.
I just
Bitch.
want to be clear that I do not support your rights either.
All right. So
They learn like because of the way I react, they learn to overthrow their bosses.
Is this the algorithm that everybody's talking about?
Oh shit.
Oh my god, I hope not. I don't want to be the result of anything. I don't want to incite change.
Apparently,
Unless that change is you hitting that subscribe button.
apparently this is a really big issue that's becoming more prevalent with the rise of AI generated content.
Right.
Yeah.
It's becoming a positive feedback loop where there's so much AI content out there now that the AI algorithms are using AI content to teach themselves.
shit.
That's kind of interesting. I like the idea of a whole, like, what could happen?
Probably not good.
Dude,
It currently isn't.
I
good.
mean,
It's already
this,
bad.
this isn't a big thing at all, but the whole Taylor Swift Travis Kelsey relationship thing.
Will
going
you
on.
just fucking
Hold on,
drop
hold on,
that?
hold on,
Oh
hold
my
on,
god,
hold
you're
on,
bringing
hold
it
on,
up
hold
all
on,
the
hold on,
time.
Hold on.
he'll
hold
break
on.
up in a month.
Okay. In the Super Bowl, Travis Kelsey got really pissed off at his coach
I
for
saw
taking
that.
him out for one play.
Yep.
He got in his ear, was yelling at him because that play resulted in a fumble. And it was because the guy who subbed in for him missed his block. So he got really pissed off about that.
Could you help? I only
Yeah.
watched the Nickelodeon airing of the Super Bowl.
Okay. All right.
Dora
Great.
explained all the rules to me.
That's fine.
I'd watch
Regardless,
that.
That's totally
they
real.
had a press conference afterwards, and the coach was asked to talk about it. His actual sentence was, I'm not going to talk about it here. This is between me and him. Yada, yada, very professional. And Travis Kelsey was like, that's just between me and my guy. Then the AI-generated voice chats come in.
Wait, what? What?
And there was a generated voice chat of Travis Kelsey saying, yo, that fat motherfucker didn't put me in the fucking game. And I was pissed. You know, the dude fumbled it. It's all his fucking fault. If we would have lost that game, that's on his fucking head. All right? Maybe he should put his best fucking player on the field. And I'm like, holy shit, dude. It looked real. And I look down in the comments, and all the fucking Taylor Swift fans are like, red flag, break up with him,
Oh.
give us a new song, Taylor deserves better than this. And I'm like, this is fake.
Did you see him
No,
like?
those were also bots.
there was a dude who hopped on there with like a long ass comment talking about how like this isn't real. People really need to like learn that like he is a much more respectful person than this. And some of the fucking Swift fans got on there were like, yeah, well, I bet your wife's not fucking happy with you.
Well, I mean, to be totally honest, if I just saw it without context, I would think it was real.
Dude,
If it's as real as you're thinking.
But then, what if somebody says, "Hey, this isn't real"?
I'd say you're a fucking psyop.
God damn it! Everything's a fucking psyop these days.
Damn it! Not again.
Oh, that is actually pretty terrifying. I'm gonna be real. Like I hope not. I hope I'm wrong. It feels like we're fast approaching a world where it will be difficult, very difficult, to just say, I think that's AI.
Mm-hmm.
What if the world just like everyone's like, okay, you know what? AI's taking over the internet. We're gonna walk away from it. And like 10 years later, like a super robot's been created that just dominates the world.
Well, and the real problem here is the reverse misinformation train, where stick with me.
I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, you sitting down for this one?
Yeah, I'm here.
Where that's not my joke. I saw that somewhere else. That's not my joke. It's funny though.
Just take it for yourself.
Where people are already very suspicious of misinformation, and it's going to get to a point where people just have plausible deniability to not believe anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think
they can
that's
just-
the real face of post-truth.
Mm-hmm. They can just confirm or deny whatever they want, regardless of any actual evidence that is presented to them.
The really absurd thing is I see the logic in that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the world I want to live in. Like, if we get to a point, what about AI generated content? What about AI generative content? What if an AI makes something that can make AI things? I don't think we're that far away from the idea of having an AI that learns what prompts get what, and then that AI makes prompts for you based
Maybe-
on your own needs.
Maybe that's what we should do. We should just AI generate our channel. Cody made a bot of me. Let's just get 4 bots that fucking bounce off of each other.
There's an actual like pretty big YouTuber that did this exact same thing. Yep,
So we're second.
we'd be second. I
I'm
think his
fine
name
with
was
that.
like
Was there some
Pubocot.
problem with that?
No, I don't
See-
think he saw any loss in viewership or anything. He just made like a VTuber model of himself and made an AI algorithm.
To be the VTuber?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
See-
VTubers already freak me out.
Yeah.
See, I agree with John.
You're pointing at me, though?
John over there.
Thanks.
Because Avatar 2 still made $2 billion. So
I looked it up. It actually made 2.5.
Okay.
Avatar 1
good
made
God.
3.
It made...
John over
Oh,
here just like, yeah. You
was
didn't
up
know
there.
that?
Avatar did make one lasting cultural impact.
Well,
Ebon
MK
Bet?
made
Oh, that's
2.75
No,
Wakanda.
Climax.
something. So I would believe that.
They didn't make IMAX.
They didn't make IMAX, but it was like the first like movie that was like, guys, this is
And
3D.
it's real...
This is how it's
not
supposed
IMAX,
to be.
Realty 3D.
Realty.
But I'll say, at the very least, with that selling point, I can understand that movie was not worth making $3 billion. With that selling point, it was an experience. I've never had an experience like that watching a movie before or since.
I remember 2 things from the first Avatar movie.
The Ash.
3. One is the ash from the tree when it fell.
Zoe
The
Saldana.
blue
The other
titties.
one is who?
Zoe
Zoe
Saldana, Blue
Saldana.
Titties.
Yeah.
Is that who played her?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. the blue
Gamora.
titties. I don't.
Zoe Saldana is
She played Gamora.
I didn't know that one because
a very beautiful lady.
The other 2 things.
so
are
she has
Jake Sully and
value?
Farouk Naktal.
What's that?
The Last
The only 2
Shadow.
things were
That's
Or
such a
Jake-
badass name.
were Jake Sully and then the name
Jake
Farouk
Sully.
Naktal.
Jake Sully.
I don't remember blue titties.
There weren't any.
Do you
Okay.
remember any Blue Cooter?
I remember a ponytail thing.
That's how they bang. Is with that.
With the ponytail.
Do they have a vagina down there?
That's a good question.
How do they piss?
Maybe they
So
don't.
Does that mean
Maybe they're just working at maximum efficiency.
Wow.
They don't really go into
They
detail
probably
here.
I wish they
excrete it.
would. I want to see
they
it.
just excrete it out of their pores?
Maybe
They
James
sweat
Cameron.
it out.
Yeah.
Maybe James Cameron released some supplemental material.
Why do you smell like piss?
They're like a 2-year-old that's like holding on to something while they're trying to poop.
Now the issue though is that the humans can't breathe in that atmosphere. They got to wear the masks,
You're right.
so it's always getting purified, so they
I
can't
wear
smell
the
the piss.
same mask when I go to sleep.
Can you imagine
The
just
same one?
Pandora just smells
Smells
like
like piss.
urine everywhere?
Well, it is a bunch of cat people, so it probably smell like ammonia.
Mm.
Oh my god.
Could you? Oh, it'd be terrible.
Holy shit. What a nightmare of our own creation we've just thought of.
James Cameron, you monster! You haven't thought about the implications.
You haven't thought of the smell, you bitch!
Oh man,
Oh,
I love
disgusting
Always Sunny.
creatures. I think that might be one of the worst world built things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing is like, hey, pollution. No, don't do it.
Please, though.
Stop it.
Get some
Get
help.
some help.
Damn it. No, that doesn't count.
Ugh.
I was riffing with you.
'Cause
Real quick for the audio listeners, I've been upset that I make too many references to pop culture.
Right, the audio listeners,
Because
as if there's
you're-
others.
You read an article
Well, it's
about
not.
your
We got
generation
a camera
making
right
too many
there.
references.
What?
I didn't write the article.
No,
I
I
read
said
the
you
article.
read.
Oh, well, I wasn't listening.
Shocker.
Yes. Yes. So whenever I do make a reference, I get upset with myself. But,
But then you try to drown it out by thinking of the Roman Empire. What if you reference the Roman Empire? Is that
Oh.
oh. I
Me
definitely
too.
don't reference the Roman Empire nearly as much as I reference pop culture references.
Absolutely not.
Well, it seems like the Roman Empire is pop culture.
It was the first Papa culture, Grandpapa culture.
Very
But they stole
dry.
everything from the Greeks.
Not everything. They kind of stole everything from everybody. That's kind of something I liked about the Roman, when I learned about it back in school. The Roman Empire was actually like, hey, I like that. You know what? It's mine, actually. What? What? That's mine, I said. I made that.
Who are you?
What?
Why are you wearing metal leaves on your head?
What? That's mine.
Why does your armor have a six-pack?
Dude. That they should go back to that. We should have 6-pack armor on our SWAT guys.
They say what to everything. That one, they're like, pretty cool, right?
What if we just put big fake boobies on our armor?
My favorite thing that Jason Momoa did was
It can't hurt, right?
for Aquaman. Instead of
Probably
getting in like peak shape, they were like, "Hey, we really want you to tone up. We want to be able to see the 6-pack, everything for the scenes." And he was like, ha, "Fuck that, dude! I'd love to drink." And they're like, "Then what are you gonna do?" He's like, "You're gonna make a chess piece for me."
Is that real?
Yeah,
He seems like a guy who'd be really into fitness.
No, he's
Nope,
into
not doing it.
he's really into fucking
he's
your
into
bitch.
Wow.
surfing.
Okay, all right.
He's into like surfing and rock climbing and just like living an active lifestyle. He hates being in the gym
What are you doing?
and lifting weights.
Fitness dick in your mouth.
I only know this because I watch a lot of fitness stuff.
Jason Momoa fan channels.
Really?
Yeah.
He's actually the moderator of one.
Oh wow!
Oh. There's a lot of shady stuff going on the Discord fan channels for people, apparently.
I don't like Jason Momoa.
I love him.
Uh,
The
My-
duality of man here.
because I'm very like
Oh, I was finishing it.
I want debate.
I'm
I was
very
finishing the sentence.
yeah I'm very territorial of my mother,
Oh, and you're afraid he's gonna...
and my mom is like Jason Momoa, and
Chris,
I'm like,
why do you have such a problem with who your mother goes after?
she has bad taste in men.
Is it that, or is it that you have
Hey,
called dibs?
her taste has been just fine, thank you.
Stop hitting on my mom, John.
You need to stop hitting on your mom.
Yeah.
I don't hit on my mom.
You seem
Oedipus?
to if you ever really care who she sleeps with. John, he's upset.
Who, me?
He's causing a tantrum.
Who, me?
I need you to calm down.
Who, me?
If that water bottle wasn't empty, he'd probably hit it.
That one.
There's a little bit in there.
Yeah.
That seemed like a movie shot from my angle. He's it's just, anyway, I don't have anything else to say, guys.
That's fine. We're at a little over an hour.
Well, we never got to your corner.
I guess we'll just
come
have to
around
wait.
next
I
time.
do have
Yeah.
a second corner.
Come.
Please, God, end. There we were. Subscribe, please.